All right, we
Pardon
are live.
my.
Wait, I got some music for you. Oh, we're doing music.
Give it to me.
I can't monitor it. This is the weird thing. Hey, welcome to the live stream, everybody.
Hey everyone. Rich is playing music, but he doesn't know he is. Like, he knows he is, but he can't tell what's happening. But I can.
I see there's a light flashing on my mixer that says music is playing.
It's
I'm
playing.
taking it purely on faith here.
Yep. Feel free to. You can. Yeah. There you go. You gently faded it down. Look at that. Like, you're just like, you got this.
So can I
Got
tell you,
this.
here's the level of producer that I am. Ordinarily on a show, you would have like a folder that says assets or media or things that you use all the time.
Sure.
This would include like the intro and outro music.
Mm-hmm.
I've only been doing the show for 6 years now.
Uh-huh.
I don't have the intro or outro music. Tom always has it. So I took the intro from last week's show into Logic. I split the stems out to take out your vocal
Mm-hmm.
and then merge the rest of the background audio back together. That's the care that I
is the
take.
care. That's
The
after.
care.
That is the care that after 6 years I take.
Yeah. There we go. All right.
Oh, that's incredible. That's good though. No, we got it. We got it. We're making musics. Tom
Yeah,
is
listen,
like on
I
a
have-
beach,
Oh,
living his dream.
that photo that Tom sent was so gorgeous that like it like immediately like went past. It was like in 2001, like when he's becoming the star child and he just sees the flashes of light. Like it went beyond any like jealousy or envy emotional response, and it was just like just basking in the idea of
just
that
went
photo is possible.
Straight into your soul. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
I know.
pretty-
I would like to go to there. I miss the aloha.
Lasai.
Lusai someday. As by way of explanation for my appearance, have just returned from my weekly spin class, which unfortunately is just always going to be right before this because I like found a time that works and a teacher that I like, and I can book it on my class pass. And also, we're having a heat advisory, like we do. Yeah,
So you
we
just gotta
basically
get
have
out.
like perfection. This is the way Bay Area weather works. Literal heaven,
Mhm.
atmospheric river, freezing, foggy summer,
Okay.
1 to 2 weeks of literal heaven, heat advisory. Like it's a roller coaster is what it is.
Now, what's the UV index like at when we go to heat advisory? What are we
That's a
sitting
good
at here?
question. I don't know. Let me find out.
I can't wait
I like this data question.
because I will tell you this.
Mhm.
So I've recently become aware that the UV index is a thing and that the sun is trying to murder your skin at all times.
Yeah.
And so I've been checking it more to know like, oh, how much, what's the sunscreen situation with the kids?
Yeah.
Usually sunny, yes, but
But you want them to get a little bit of sun and vitamin D, not
A little
to
bit.
RFKS here.
no.
Hey,
listen, did
okay. It's so frustrating how we are now in a universe, by the way, you've triggered a rant by accident. Our UV index is 5, moderate. It's actually pretty, it's like fine.
you wear
It's like,
you wear a hat.
this is
maybe
like an advisory too, but it's not terrible. It's like 85 degrees. I mean, that's actually quite lovely. It's just that I don't have air conditioning. So I'm a big whiner about all heat. The thing that has happened is that sometimes now there are things in the world that are like true. Like I'm like, we need to get vitamin D from the sun.
Sure.
Meaning that there should be some time in the sun that occurs without sunscreen. That's great. And or lavender oil is great for repelling little bugs that want to get into your bed, for example. Like if you could spray a little lavender oil with water on your sheets or put it on bug bites and it helps them. Or peppermint oil is great for keeping out ants because they're like immune to so many other things. And then you say those 3 things, especially if you're a middle-aged white lady, and then someone's like, do you have measles? Because you sound like a maha. Like unfortunately now the Venn diagram of I believe in sun and occasional essential oil use to I don't believe in vaccines. That line is getting narrower every day, and it makes me afraid to say certain things because people are going to be like, "Are you one of them?" And
it
that
used
makes
to
me
be
mad.
like, oh, if you keep going down that road, you might end up there, as opposed to this is now a direct line.
Right. This is a direct line.
Yeah. Yes. Terrifying. I'm going to be on team mostly terrified of the sun at all times. But I do admit you do need the vitamin D. Not too much. Just enough.
You need a little.
Just
You need
enough.
the vitamin D. Between you know what? I'm not even going to say what I was about
Yeah.
to say because it's going to make me sound like a anti-vaxxer. But anyway, between until like October, and then your UV index actually isn't high enough for it to matter.
Yes, because it's like a
And-
2 at most or whatever. I
so
did
it's not
find out
good.
in Australia. So like around here, it's like 11 is like extreme. Like they're like, don't go outside. You will
Eesh.
immediately start burning up, and
Yeah.
your subdermal tissues will just start degrading. In Australia, it just hits like 14 all the time,
My God.
and I'm just like, I don't even know what to do. Like,
No.
and yet these people persist. So
Despite all of the ways that their land is trying to kill them.
yeah, not only do they have the drop bears, not only do they have a plethora of bugs that are
Yeah.
grotesque.
What's that one spider that they're just like, oh yeah, it's regularly this big,
Not only
and it'll
that,
be in your car.
but you also have intense solar radiation at all times.
They have
Oh.
invented some real good sunscreen as a result.
They have.
I will
They have.
say. Mm-hmm.
Gotta
These are
put
the
it
folks
on.
who have given us Uggs, zinc-based sunscreens, hats. They got those cool arm things. I'm about those arm things. I think those are awesome. Like I like the natural barrier kind of universe
Mhm.
as opposed
Yeah.
to the chemical universe
No, you wait.
because
You
I
don't-
have measles.
Yeah.
Just-
Okay, Molly, we get it.
I
Don't
don't-
put your agenda on us, okay?
I mean, why?
Again, this this is just 2025. This is just where we're at with the discourse now at this point. Real quick programming note that I just realized, because I spent upwards of an hour trying to get the audio to work in what ended up being a fruitless endeavor,
Oh God.
I realized that I forgot to finish the shout outs.
Oh no.
So I just have regular shout outs this
Okay,
week.
that's
We'll
okay.
just
We can do that.
regular shout outs. It doesn't mean we don't love each and every one of these shout out patrons even more. It just means it's back to school today. My hot water tank just bust,
What?
and I was messing with audio issues. So it's a busy day, is what I'm saying.
Bro, that's such a busy day, but also you buried the lead. It's back to school today. Congratulations.
Yay, yes.
Aw.
It is the bitterest of sweet days.
Yeah. Yep.
So quiet.
Yeah. All of many of my friends, this is the weekend that people with normal college schedules are like leaving. And so a
Mhm.
bunch of my friends are, so there's a lot of weeping and gnashing of teeth in the group chat. And then school started back up again. So like all the traffic patterns are different and the roads are full of amateurs.
Ugh.
And yeah, and I have another month to go. So everything that I've been telling my weepy friends, I'm like, could you please tell this to me again in like 1 month?
When I have any mental bandwidth.
No,
At
when
all?
my kid goes to college.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Mhm.
yes. Oh.
Prepare yourselves for some
Yes.
crying.
Well, speaking of being prepared, should we be prepared to do the show, Molly?
Let's do it. Yes. And we will, by the way, we're just going to put some extra sauce on those names in the shout outs is how we're going to handle
Oh yeah,
that.
we are saucing it up.
Gonna be
We are
great.
recording currently. I'm also confirming. No, don't do that. I am recording on my end as well. So
As
we're
am
all
I.
recording. We're all good. So let's clap it up in 3, 2, 1. Zoe, don't tell my kids that school doesn't go back in the UK till September because I don't want to move. And then I will play the music.
And yes, by
in-
the way, Icor the Huntsman Spider is the one I was thinking of.
Ah, yes, that's.
Uh-huh.
All right, music in 3, 2, 1.
Give it to me.
Hey everyone, I'm Molly Wood.
And I'm Rich Straffolino.
Welcome to It's a Thing, the weekly podcast supported by you, all about things that are things. Tom Merritt is on vacation this week. A lot of words that you don't hear very often,
No,
if ever.
it's well deserved, and he's making the most of it, which Tom does when he takes his extraordinarily rare vacations. So I'm thrilled to be here, Molly. I usually don't get to be on this side of the mic on It's a Thing, so this is very cool. If you want to give yourself though a vacation from ordinary things that you buy, you can head on over to itsathing.me/shop. Check out some of our awesome merch. I am, in fact, wearing our Good Vibes Only coding shirt. It's kind of a mixed good vibe coding, good vibes. You get
Amazing.
it. I love it. It's cool. So check it out. itsathing.me/shop. But Molly, I think we have some things to cover today, right? Unless we're just going to close right away.
And we're done.
Okay. All right, let's see you
Go
next
buy
time,
some merch.
everybody.
We're
Let's get
out.
the music going.
We're
Yeah.
out. Also, I have the Privacy is Dead clear tote in my cart, and I don't know why I haven't checked out. And so there's a good chance that that's going to happen during the show because shopping during the show.
I mean, if you're going, listen, if you're going to be
Is the
going to
thing.
a football game or something, you might as well let people know.
I know, and I am pretty soon. Well, okay, in 2 months, but it's going to be like it's parents' weekend. Kids going to college. It's a thing. Why don't you kick us off with your first thing?
All right. So, Molly, I don't know about you, but one of my favorite, me and Jackie's favorite things to do in life is we basically only watch like baseball and wrestling. So the only other
'Cause
way
you're
we
the
use our
perfect
TV,
couple.
yeah, we're pretty much the coolest people. The only other thing we use our TV for is the Zillow app. And we just look at houses on the Zillow app on our Apple TV.
God,
This is a
that
very
is so
entertaining.
millennial. Yeah,
Yes,
love it.
yeah, exactly. It's like I can't afford these. I'm not going to buy them, but I do want to talk trash about people's best efforts to list their home.
Yeah.
One thing that I have noticed in this endeavor is that decorating with words is the most unbearable thing possible. So this is not, this is like an extension of Live, Laugh, Love, which we have talked about on this show. But I have this article from Better Housekeeping?
Better
I think
Homes and
that's-
Gardens.
Yeah. Oh, Better Homes and Gardens. That's right. Just all about, hey, here's some creative ideas about how you can, do all of your word art decorating and all of that stuff. Here, I'll put it in the chat here. And I have to say, this is, as a millennial, I feel like these are my people that are doing this. You've run amok. There are so many houses that I see where Jackie and I will go through and literally try and find a photo that doesn't have words in them. And I'm like a literacy guy. All right. I want to be reading all the time. I don't need to know that the toilet says toilet paper or stinky butt or something. Like I don't need that. I don't need family, sister, cousin, like just every single surface words. Have you, Molly, is this just a Northeast Ohio thing? Am I crazy here?
No, this is the, I mean, its origins are Live, Laugh, Love 100%. And I think we talked about at some point, like the little wooden signs that have words on them and how they were starting to have more words. What I did not realize is how many more words and how there is in fact this whole term word art. So then, the illustration of the Better Homes and Gardens is just like a big sign that says y'all on it. Or what does this one even say? It's like pink cursive. And it's like, I don't know, Italy a la Dream Home. I don't even know.
That's one of the pieces of advice in the article here is pay attention to your font choice, right? It's not just enough to have the Live, Laugh, Love. You need to have the right typeface when you're displaying all of your incredibly irritating word. Like I have had to abandon ship on a house because I'm like, we're 3 photos in and I all I see is words. I'm not even seeing your corner fireplace anymore. Okay.
It is
I need to get out. I need to get out. Please.
It is such a weird thing to have completely proliferated. And it makes sense in some ways that it's like staging, right? It's sort of like, this is what stagers are using.
Yeah.
It's very Michaels. Like it's kind of Crate and Barrel basic now, but it is just such a strange.
Also, shout out to Icor in the chat. Word art.
Decor.
Let's shorten it to wart.
Wart.
I kind of love it now with the honorific of wart.
I found an article from Yahoo from just late last year that is reporting from a design and art fair in San Francisco. And the headline includes actually good word art and more genre decor. But so that tells you that not only is it a huge thing, mostly like designers are like, no, it definitely sucks. Like it sucks.
I will also say word art some of this may be the fact that word art is the perfect thoughtless gift to give to anyone.
100%.
Because you're like, oh, you're a sister, or you have a sister. Here's a sign that says sister, or family, like a sign, you know, like, or the worst is when you become the person that like, oh, this person likes Pokemon, or this person, you know, you become known as the hobby person, and so everything everyone buys you for the rest of your life is going to be related to pop culture or hobby thing.
Yeah.
So I think there's a little bit of that in there, but like when you're getting to multiple pieces on a wall in a room with multiple pieces of word art in the same room, that becomes a choice. You can't blame that on poor gifting.
And we should probably stop calling it art. Right? I don't know. I mean,
this
look,
is
art, now I'm going to get yelled at. Art is a big tent. It's a big tent. Fine. If you must.
I have an extraordinarily low bar for art in that basically if you declare it as art, it is art. Doesn't have to be good art. However, this may cause me to change my definition. My definition. It is. So
here's
please don't make this a thing. I have to acknowledge.
Hopefully this image works that I'm going to drop in the chat. I read the whole article. The article I referenced as coming from. I don't know. I can't post links in our chat for some reason. The article I referenced as coming from Yahoo was actually reprinted from Dwell, and so they included this one example, which is kind of a cool. It's like bamboo looking, and it's sort of like a word cloud. It's a sculpture, and it's a bunch of words all smushed together. And so they say it belies the depth of the aphorisms they spell out, which include the more we witness, the less language suffices, and the more we see, the less we look. So they took these kind of like Rumi-esque words and then smooshed them all together with a bunch of different letters, which to me feels like way too advanced the design.
Igor says it looks like an alien face hugger.
Also, it looks like an alien face hugger.
That made of spaghetti.
Made of spaghetti. So yeah, word art has officially been parodied into real art. Yeah, you're right. Nailed it. It's such a thing. All right. Both of my things kind of come from Instagram/TikTok this week, which I guess is not uncommon. It's just that both of these have such good examples. And one of them is very specifically a hilarious TikTok trend that I thought was just my algorithm feeding me this original video, and then has in fact exploded into a huge thing. And the thing is apparently Americans discovering that Black Scottish people exist. So the origin of the explosion seems to be this video where this American Black man is kind of it's like a reaction video. And so there's a Scottish guy who looks like Idris Elba. Like, he's so handsome, for one thing. He's just like, and he's apparently like a fitness influencer in Scotland. And he's just talking about the weather in his thick Scottish accent, and cut back to the American guy. And the American's like, whoa, 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 people, like Black people now come in Scottish font. Did we know this? And then he was like, hide your wives, because he looks like this and he sounds like this, right? And I was like, oh my God, this video is hilarious. Okay, little did I know that would be the kickoff of this like insane, like it was trending on TikTok, like Black Scottish people, and Americans discover Black Scottish people. And so then now there are all these like amazing videos of Black Scottish people being like, we exist, and also this is amazing. And this one lady's like, oh my God, you love us, except like thick Scottish accent.
And it's like just the idea of
hilarious.
Like them reflecting it back, right? Like, it's not just look at these people. It's like, oh, thank you for noticing. I like jumping on that. Like, that makes it fun for me.
That's exactly why it's fun. Like, otherwise it would just be like a bunch of weird Americans being weird and not knowing anything about anything that isn't America. Like, the thing that makes it a thing is all of these like absolutely delightful Black Scottish people responding, being like, here, yes, M1 / this is adorable. And they're like, everybody's like, it's actually very feel good. Like, all the Americans are like, oh my God. And all the Scottish people are like, yeah, we're here. And it's just like, it's just a big old cross-continental freaking hug. And is
amazing. This just, I over-index how many Americans I think watch BBC programming?
Yeah, bro, it's 0.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's 8. It's like you, Tom,
It's just you're either
You're the
like
only
a
ones I can
BBC
think of.
family or you're not. I guess that's
Mhm.
that's the oddness of it.
Yeah, exactly. It is not many. I would venture to say less than 10% of Americans probably consistently watch BBC, and then most of those ones are not on TikTok, maybe? I don't know. I don't know.
Zoe brings bacon, a resident, I believe, of the Kingdoms United. Says, wait until they hear Asian people with the Scottish accent.
I mean,
Don't blow up the algorithm yet. Okay, they have to have something for next
exactly.
season.
Let
Come on.
the Scottish people have their moment. Like, don't. But you know what? That's probably next. Like, now that this door is open, that's probably next, and then it's going to get horrible. So for the moment, I'm just going to celebrate the part of it that has been absolutely delightful to witness, and then go back to fantasizing about Scottish Idris Elba, because oh boy, wow.
I mean, I can't
Wowzer.
even. My brain is having a hard time accepting that as reality because
The American guy ended his video with being like, "Where's my wife? I haven't seen her." And I was like, "She's on a plane."
Well, that may be because she went to a Buc-ee's, because that's my next thing. I full credit to Ambassador Domo. He wrote in May, kind of about Buc-ee is just kind of becoming a bigger thing outside of its core of the South. I know Texas is kind of where they have a lot of their stores. I think Alabama and Arkansas, into some in the Carolinas, I believe. But not a lot. There's none around me, right? The nearest one I looked is 650 miles away.
What?
And yet, although there is being one built in Huber Heights, which I have no idea where it is, except that it's in Ohio. However, I am seeing Buc-ee's merch, like love of Buc-ee's everywhere. Like if you go to any like sporting event, whatever, you're seeing some Buc-ee's gear. And I don't know if it's just that little beaver guy mascot is adorable and it comes in a bunch of cool colors and the logo's super cool, because that's kind of my appeal for it.
Mhm.
But I'm way closer to a whole bunch of Wawas, and I never see Wawa merch around here. Buc-ee's is just blowing up. So this is just kind of a acknowledgement of what Ambassador Domo was saying, but also just we need to officially stamp Buc-ee's as just apparel is a thing, just pop culture is a
Mhm.
thing. And I can't tell you, I don't know why. I hear their stations are very nice, very clean, good food supposedly. I don't know, never ate at one. But yeah, I might be able to find out soon. I have no idea where Huber Heights is, and I was too lazy to Google it. But it's supposed to be opening up later this year in the Ohio, so I may be more inundated than ever with it. If Flying J doesn't take them out first, that's like our big kind of similar chain, I guess.
Oh yeah, Flying J. Yeah, Buc-ee's appears to be an answer to it's like the younger, hipper answer to Flying J. But yeah, I feel like we had an email about this also. Like it's really
Ambassador Domo wrote in a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, it literally says that. Yep. I just was
Mhm.
I was busy listening and not reading as well. Anyway, you're totally right. And I keep seeing people referencing it, and it'll pop up occasionally on my TikTok or Gram. And I'm always like, how does everybody have this? We don't have it. I don't even know if there are any in California, but yeah, yes, 100% a thing.
And it's one of those weird things. I don't know if there are some, wink wink regional agreements. I know what is it? Wawa and is it Sheetz have kind of a détente where they don't go into each other's areas and stuff like that. But
Really?
it seems like there's a lot of goodwill to bring the Buc-ee's everywhere, and yet they haven't, I don't know, ridiculously oversaturated beyond kind of their core markets, at least from what I see.
That is too funny. I want to go to one. Now I just want to go on a road trip.
This is true.
Maybe I can ask my dogs if they want to come with me.
Oh.
And they can answer me and become TikTok famous as a button animal.
Okay. Please elaborate.
Recently, a friend said to me, because we all have various coping mechanisms, and recently a friend said to me, like, the way that I'm getting through everything is that I've curated my Instagram feed to be exclusively button animals. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I was like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's animals that communicate using the little buttons on the ground. So So these videos have been around for a while. It'll be like a dog or a cat, and it uses a button, and like at least half of them, you kind of feel like they made that up because it would be like, the dog called the owner the B word or whatever. But there are also lots of them that are pretty impressive. And the one that actually has blown my mind recently is an account called Elsie Wants, ELSIEWANTS.
Okay.
And this woman is, by the way, a Hugo Award finalist science fiction writer, the woman who is Elsie's mom, and also taught this cat how to talk using these buttons. And it's bananas. Like whatever some of them have definitely been faked. This, nuh-uh. Like this cat told her that it hurt its leg, and then there was no like she wasn't acting like she was in pain when they took her to the vet, but they brought the buttons. And so then at the vet, the cat was like, leg, ouch, or whatever. She trains her to do all this. And then the vet was like, well, I believe the buttons, because they found a vet who like accepts this, and they did an x-ray, and the cat had like a torn ACL. And then
oh my gosh.
And then the cat will occasionally just narrate what it's doing. Like it'll like play in its little tube and then go over to the button and be like, play tube. Like it'll just be like, I'm doing that. Or it like told a story the other day about how like a scary thing happened at the window. And it took a while to figure it out, because it takes a while for the cat to like process and press the right buttons. It was just like scared window or whatever. And then as this woman rewound the footage of that day, she realized like, oh, the cat was like playing by the window and accidentally brought down the curtain on her head. So the cat was telling her about a scary thing that happened in the past. Like, it's like bonkers. And so then and I was like, well, is this a thing though? And then it turns out that this woman, not Elsie's mom, but a woman from Aurora, called Christina Hunger, wrote a best-selling book in 2021 about training her dog to communicate using buttons. And she has a new book out that was just written up in the Chicago Sun-Times on August 13th. And button animals like are a thing. And the end. Button animals are a freaking thing.
Yeah, like,
and it's kind of like I almost don't want this, because my dog Reggie is already communicating with me psychically, and it's a constant power struggle, and I don't need him in my head anymore. But it will really, it just like, it kind of messes with your mind. I'm like, I don't want to eat animals anymore. Like it just becomes a whole rabbit hole. No pun intended.
Yeah, like you're supposed to be the thing I put all of my emotions and communication into, and you're a vault, right? You can't tell anybody. I don't need you. I don't need this communication to be two-way, too literally. The only thing as a former dog and cat owner, the only thing they've ever told me is that I'm weak, and that eventually I'll give in to what they want, and they are 100% right.
Yeah.
And because I've seen a couple of these videos, and usually what I assume is like, oh, it's just a conditioned response, right? Like even if the owner doesn't realize it, like they're giving some clue as to what button they want them to press or something like that. But when you get into like stuff like that, sure. Listen, video editing is amazing. You could, if you really wanted to, I'm sure you could fake this. Like that's always a possibility.
Right.
But I also think maybe this is a sign we're just starting to really understand, like, hey, it turns out if we actually care and we have easily available resources for everybody to kind of try this out, maybe we can have more meaningful communication. I agree, though. I'm not sure I'm ready for that.
Does that make me a bad person? I'm just like, I don't know. There was a research published in 2024 saying soundboard trained dogs produce non-accidental, non-random, and non-imitative 2-button combinations. So basically, like, the dogs are, in fact, talking to you.
Yeah. And it makes sense. There are tons of species that have very sophisticated communication mechanisms, between species and stuff like that. So a lot of that's not even either learned behavior or it's, kind of genetic and stuff like that. So, yeah, who's to say? Saray, we don't need any more competition for podcast hosts, okay, around here. She said, get ready some buttons to start the Button Animal podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
I definitely don't need a cat just going like boring, food. Because I also feel like cats are still cats, right? Like, sure, like tell me your leg hurts. That's great. I do actually that is cool. Like that is
Yep.
genuinely cool.
It's very
But
cool.
I feel like a cat's gonna give you some tude. Not
The
ready for that.
cat yelled at her one day because she was, I mean, this video is like insane. She was taking French lessons on her computer, like doing like Rosetta Stone conversation,
Mhm,
you know, in French. And while she was doing that, the cat went over to the buttons and was like, mad, mad. And then she's like, what are you mad about? And then the cat basically did a 2-button combination that was like, don't understand.
Oh.
Like the cat basically was like, I am annoyed right now because you are over there talking and I can't understand what you're saying.
Now, I will say
Bro,
this is
crazy.
this is anthropologist Rich coming in here. We can communicate so I'm open to the idea of communication, but I'm
Mhm.
not I am much more skeptical of the idea that there's any alignment on I would be very wary about ascribing emotion in a one-to-one, right? Like I feel like an animal may have an entire different suite of emotions that we almost are at a poverty to understand.
Oh, sure.
Which isn't to say that we couldn't take action on that, but when
Well, the
we
button just becomes like a shorthand for
Yes.
what. So the cat might have been like, I can't understand what you're saying. I'm confused. You know, however it experienced it, but what it was trying to express was, I don't like that you are talking and I can't understand you.
Yes. I mean, now I want to write the paper on warning people about anthropomorphizing animal emotions in a human context because we can communicate with them all of a sudden better. I can't wait until this becomes like a thing. You just go to PetSmart, right? And it's just like,
You
you just got a new cat. Well, you need your buttons. How else are you going to communicate? I mean, if you're a monster if you don't have your buttons.
I know. I mean, that's kind of what I'm wondering. And the thing is, the buttons are like $50.
Yeah.
Like if this, like you're absolutely right that this could completely become this widespread thing where vets are just like, actually, if you want, because let's be honest, the arms race of who can take better care of their animal is very close to full nuclear proliferation. Like when people make those videos of just like they give their dog a bath, but the bath is like multiple versions of scrubs and then they're like oils and stuff and then they do their little like face cream and then they put a little mask on them and then they brush their teeth and then they clip them and then they put some more shiny oil, like, and I'm just like, I'm a subpar dog parent. And then all of the like, you got to keep your cats inside because it's dangerous for them to be outside, and then all, you know, like you have to do this and you have to do that. Like you're absolutely taking this to its inevitable logical conclusion, especially because the buttons cost like $50.
Yes.
Like they're like very accessible.
Yeah, but I'm even smelling market opportunity. We can listen. You give me a Raspberry Pi, I think we can make those buttons a lot cheaper. Is all I'm saying. Okay, I'm just going to throw it out here. I think thing of the week might have to be button animals.
Okay, you'll find no argument from me. Although the Americans discovering Black Scottish people is very heartwarming, but you know it's a hard title too.
Yeah, Black Scottish people might be problematic.
It's just
with
kind
no
of
context.
It's a tough without context. It's a tough one.
Not
I'm gonna
problematic
give you
as an idea, but
I love button animals. I think it's perfect. And the fact that this new book just came out, like literally was just published, is perfect. It's very of the moment.
What's also perfect and of the moment is all of our listeners that send us feedback at itsathing.me, just like Matt did. Matt has some things. I need to adjust my window so I can actually read this, Matt. Matt said, last week, everyone was talking about Taylor Swift's podcast appearance on the Kelsey Brothers New Heights podcast, but what people will be unpacking for a long time is all of these symbolism and Easter egg numerology she left to entice people. And we've got a couple of Instagram citing sources here. Let me just post that in there.
One of them was
This seems inevitable, even if not intentional, to be reading the tea leaves of Taylor, and figuring out all of that. So yes, Matt, if you have the Rosetta Stone for how to decipher a Taylor podcast appearance, we would love more of it. So I'm here for this.
The comments, as usual, are pretty amazing. Someone was like, there needs to be a Taylor Swift escape room with all her codes and riddles and lyrics. And then another person on this Instagram about the potential reveal, where, by the way, they're just like zooming in on the screen and taking little screenshots of the number sequences of the lights. And then there's one person who says the world should be grateful that she chose to be a kind person because she has the potential to be the smartest villain known to mankind.
And also, I will just say, humans very good at finding patterns. Even when they don't
Humans
exist.
love patterns. Eric needs a thing check on Rusk Talk.
Rush.
Rush,
It's a
Rush Talk, sorry. Hi, Rich Tamale. I just wanted to check in to see if you've covered Rush Talk yet, where college sororities have turned recruitment up to 11 with elaborate choreographed dance routines featuring what looks like the entire female student population. It's like that creepy viral video from about 10 years ago of all the sorority students piled on top of each other at the entrance of their house, but cleaned up and sanitized for the TikTok generation. Sadly, as with everything in our modern times, it does look like this has become politicized, however. Apparently, Southern colleges like Alabama do their rushes better than Northerners because reasons. Don't want to bring the vibe down, though. Rush Talk, because you can't just goof around anymore. Thanks, as always, for being a delight for all ages, genders, and regions. I will say that Southern Greek culture versus Northern Greek culture, that's been. That is not newly politicized. That's just like that is how it is.
And I would hesitate to even call that politicized as opposed to just
No.
It's more of a big deal down there. I've definitely
It's a regional throwdown, is what it is. Not politics. It's a regional throwdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I just love that people are just like TikTok was basically made to make little musical videos, even though no one wants to admit when they make a musical anymore. And I just love that people want to make elaborate choreographed musical numbers.
I know, it's true. I mean, yes, everything has to go to 11 and it's exhausting, but also
Yes. It's a musical.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, sure, why not? Enjoy your rush season. Sure. It's better than when one of the frats by us that just like would do like you can shoot one of our members with a paintball gun. That was great. So. Anyway, way to go, Fiji. All right. Next up here, Sarah confirming location sharing is a thing. OMG, guys. I'm so glad you brought up location sharing on the pod. I'm a clinical social worker, and this is wreaking absolute havoc on the relationships of my Gen Z clients. Both partners are expected to have location sharing on all the time, and if one of them turns it off, obviously they're assumed to be cheating. No one can make a simple food run without their significant other tracking them there and back in real time to make sure they don't deviate from the expected path. It's unfortunately not just a trust thing, but can feed into dangerously controlling behavior and intimate partner violence. Gen Z, if you're listening, surveillance is creepy. Turn that thing off.
Yeah, I think / hope they are going to start to realize that at some point soon, because it is.
Yeah, well, at some point, like when it's easy to share, like there's like, and there's no like social mores about that. You just do it like it was like, oh, we just share pictures of everywhere we're at all the time in real time,
right?
And like over time, we realize like, oh yeah, that's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I do agree though. Sooner the better we get over that because, yeah,
we tried to tell them.
Mm-hmm.
We did. Millennials, Gen Xs, we tried to tell them this was a bad idea, but unfortunately everybody has to get through natural consequences. Stooby Dooby Doo. Now I'm singing in my head so hard. Has a piece of phraseology for us. Hey, Tomori. Over the past few months, I've noticed a lot of people who look you in the eye and say the phrase, I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
At first it was nice, but then it started sounding almost cultish. Is this code for something? Is it the latest Malcolm Gladwell trend? Some TikToker promo? It got to be a bit creepy every time it happened. Finally, I thought to look it up, and apparently it's from Ted Lasso. I need to catch up. Anyway, in my corner of the universe, it appears to be a thing. And truthfully, I appreciate you making my commute enjoyable. Have a great one. I love this so much because I don't want to make assumptions, Doo, but I am kind of thinking you might be in the general range of Gen X because like this is exactly the kind of thing that makes our little avoidant, emotionally shut down hearts so physically uncomfortable. Like, I appreciate you. It doesn't have to be creepy though. It's actually like sincere. But of course, we're like, ugh.
Well, when it comes unexpectedly, we don't have the rejoinder, right, ready to, it's, have a good one. You too. Like we have that convention down, right? But I appreciate you. I think where I've experienced, sometimes it puts you on your back foot, even if it's like in a text. I've gotten that I've noticed like, this is like oh, we're finishing up a text chat. I appreciate you, talk later. And then I'm just like, does it sound disingenuous if I also like, there's no, I don't know. Sometimes there's like no obvious rejoinder to that other than I also, me, an individual, appreciate you as well too, colon.
To be emotionally repressed in the world. I will say I have started saying it, actually. I do say I in text. Like I have been known to say, and actually every once in a while, something like extra, somebody's sort of extra nice or they go out of their way, I'll be like, appreciate you. But like casually, like I don't, I don't make it a Scientology thing. I don't like stare at them and like not blink and say it. Like that's definitely awkward. I think it's okay to just say you too, by the way. Though to answer your question practically, if someone's like, thanks, I appreciate you. You too. You're good. You're done.
Can I just tell you what the ultimate Midwest power trip is? If someone says something like appreciate you or have a good one, you just rebuff it with a thanks, give nothing back.
Yeah.
Just soak that in just for a second. You're like, I took something.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Light up a cigarette. It's fantastic. It's the like, I'm not a sociopath, but like that's as close as I get.
But that feels good. That feels
good.
It
feels good.
Let's be real.
All right. And finishing us up here, Andrew has something from the LinkedIn Backlash, just pointing us to the best anti-LinkedIn subreddit, which is, of course, LinkedIn Lunatics. These pop up every once in a while. Ironically enough, sometime on LinkedIn, but these are all posts where it's usually like, I wake up at 3:15. The only way to operate is to wake up at 3:15, do a 3-hour workout. Then I make all my meals for the week. And then by 7:15, I'm working a 12-hour day. Like that's every LinkedIn lunatic post for me. Wow. Like these are amazing.
These are incredible.
Mm-hmm. Or just like the most toxic like sales jargon, like sales talk up things and stuff like that. You can find them in abundance on LinkedIn Lunatics, and it's glorious.
This might be the smartest way I've used AI so far, writes Tom Zehentner, CPA. Reading is a waste of time. So I've started uploading entire books into ChatGPT for it to summarize. Then I feed those summaries into an AI podcast generator to create episodes I can listen to at 2x speed. The best part, I have an AI agent listening to the podcast with me who transcribes notes and key takeaways and syncs back into ChatGPT to compile ideas that I should write about. This morning, I prompted ChatGPT 5 to write a first draft of my upcoming book based on what I've provided, and it's amazing. I'm now on the precipice of being a published author. Something I only ever dreamed of doing, says the guy who says that reading is a waste of time. And now I'm just like down that. This is what happens with Reddit, by the way. Danger. It's just danger.
This is the level of decadence that we get to right before we forget how to build aqueducts for 400 years. Like this is, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying like, we'll be wondering what giants built these server farms at this rate. Yeah.
Maybe we earned it. All right. If you would like to keep us from having to post on LinkedIn about how we are looking for real jobs, please support this show as wholeheartedly as you possibly can at patreon.com/itsatthing. We are an independent production and we are able to stay on the airwaves thanks to the support of listeners like you. Yes, I was in public radio for 6 years. Patreon.com/itsatthing is where you can support us. Those of you who support us at the highest level, the shout out level, we want to give you extra love. And today we're going ping pong style. We're just giving it to you straight. Just your names and whatever sauce we can put on it. Back and forth.
And an implied appreciate you.
And an implied appreciate. Let's do it that way. Let's just say appreciate you.
Okay.
I appreciate you, Dom.
Brian Gianfocaro, I appreciate you.
Morris Jones, I appreciate you.
All my appreciation, Benjamin Forrest.
I appreciate you, AJ Venturella.
Hey, Lee Price. Appreciate you.
Kevin Sill, I appreciate you, man. I do.
Eric Duncan. Appreciate you.
I just appreciate you so much, Jake Woods.
Gabrielle Cohen. Appreciate you.
S-Dub Texas, appreciate ya. No idea if that, hopefully that was not just a reach, but
You can spell Laura Abel without appreciate you, but I do appreciate her.
but I wouldn't, because I appreciate her almost as much as, no, I'm going to say equally as much as I appreciate our dear friend Valor Trucks.
He may be a button pet, but AB Puppy, appreciate you.
Louis Santa Moore, appreciate you.
And the OG, Mike Akins, appreciate you.
Appreciate you. All right, I think we've successfully killed that phrase for all time. Thank you for your attention to this matter, which is a little sub thing, by the way. We could not appreciate you more for supporting our show, for listening to It's a Thing. You can, as I mentioned, become a member. You will also, in addition to the occasional shout out, should you decide to go that route, get access to our Discord where you can chat live with your fellow listeners week after week. And this is the real bonus, an ad-free RSS feed.
Mm-hmm. You can also show support for the show by buying some merch. Rocket, send in some pictures. We've had a bunch of t-shirt orders and a lot of orders coming in. Send us your pictures, feedback at itsathing.me. But you can find those things at itsathing.me/shop. Buy it up, show us, give us some love.
We'd love to see it, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Goodbye. There's the intro again.
Give it to me.
Man, okay, now, like, this is a big lift and probably not a good idea, but I kind of want to ad-lib the shout-outs every week based on something that we brought to the show.
I mean, we could,
is that crazy?
It's what would be crazier if it would be like, all right, Rich, write them as we're find something, pull something out, and
no, that would be all on us. That would be all on us.
As I was doing this, I was like, oh, I should have like pulled word art, like sayings, like
funny. Next week,
but like it. Discord and YouTube audience, but people that are in our Discord, next time I see a house that's like particularly egregious, which is pretty much every other house I look at, I am sending to you. Because if there's multiple signs in the bathroom, okay, multiple, that's, you've gone too far. You've lost the thread. It's too many words. Too many words.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Oy.
beautiful. I'm sorry. I got a work Slack and it completely derailed me. Did you see that happen? I know you did see that happen because I browned out. Basically, I just had a rolling brown out.
That's okay. Usually it's me trying to, if I get a work Slack message in there, it's me trying to like stifle some, just like frustration.
What I don't, I think, yeah, like what I don't understand, what the frustration came in with, why did my do not disturb turn off? I don't know. Just because Apple felt like it. So they did that.
Siri AI said, listen, this is really important. We should just bring this on in here.
You need to know. All right, but I should go deal with that. And more importantly, take a shower. Post spin. TMI, right. Friends.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye, stream. Thanks for filling in, Rich. You're the best.
Woo-woo.
I mean, I'm not hanging.